Hello sophomores, welcome to the vocab video for Unit 2, Level E. Our first word is adroit. Adroit is an adjective. It has the second syllable accented. It means skillful or expert in the use of hands or mind. So one of my favorite movies, Napoleon Dynamite, he has many different skills. So he would be adroit to all those different skills that are listed there. The synonym is deft, and the antonym is inept, which means you can't do anything. Amicable. Amicable is an adjective. The first syllable is accented. It means peaceable or friendly. So Snoopy is giving a little hug to Woodstock there. They are amicable. A lot of times you hear this used as this person broke up with her boyfriend or his girlfriend amicably, meaning that it wasn't mean. They don't have bad feelings towards each other. It was peaceable or friendly. The synonym is congenial, and the antonym is antagonistic. Third word is averse. Averse is an adjective. Second syllable is accented. This child here is averse to vegetables. Okay, so averse means opposed or unwilling. Opposed or unwilling. Synonym is disinclined. Antonym is eager. Belligerent is next, and I have two different pictures here because there are two different forms to this word. It's both an adjective and a noun. The second syllable is accented. The adjective form, it means combative or aggressive. So the person on the left with the explosion behind him looks like he's angry and could fight you at any minute. The noun form of it is one engaged in war. So any soldier or officer who's fighting in the war would be a belligerent as well. Synonym is assertive, antonym placid. Think of like Lake Placid being very calm. Next is benevolent. Benevolent is an adjective. Second syllable is accented. It means kindly or charitable. If you're in foreign language, B-E-N-E, the prefix there usually means good, as in bien in Spanish. So if you're doing a good deed, that would be benevolent, like giving money to a charity. The synonym is well-meaning. Antonym is malicious. 6 is cursory. I chose this picture of a woman who kind of is running out of the house with her robe on and the curlers in her hair and slippers on. Because cursory is an adjective, first syllable accented, and it means hasty or not thorough. So she wasn't really paying attention, ran out of the house with her pajamas on. Okay, so she was being a little too fast. Think of your cursor on the computer screen. If you're typing in a Word document, that cursor shows you where you're going to type next. You could make it go very, very fast if you'd like it to go fast. Synonym is quick. Antonym is careful. Next word is duplicity. It's a noun. It's probably one of the tougher ones this unit, duplicity. So it's a noun, as I said. The second syllable is accented, and it means treachery or deceitfulness. Okay. The tricky part of it is that it's a noun. Okay, so it's the act of being treacherous, the act of being deceitful is duplicity. So I found this kind of generic bad guy with the mustache and the top hat, would tie a defenseless woman to a train tracks, and the hero would come along and save her. But he would have duplicity. The synonym is double dealing. Next word is extol, and extol is a verb. Second syllable is accented. It means to praise extravagantly. Okay, so to give somebody a thumbs up, pat on the back, round of applause would be to extol them. Synonym is applaud. Antonym is criticize. Feasible is next, and yes, this is probably the most absurd picture you've ever seen. It is a dog in an astronaut's costume. And feasible goes along with this picture here. It's an adjective. First syllable is accented. It means possible or able to be done. I have no idea if it's possible for a dog to go on the moon, but hey, let's try it out. It's feasible. It could be possible. Synonym is workable. Antonym is impractical. Next word, number 10, is grimace. And grimace, that is a picture of the McDonald's character, Grimace, on the left. We're not talking about him. We're talking about the face that people make. So it is both a noun and a verb. The first syllable is accented. The noun form means a wry face or facial distortion. So feeling pain or something like that, you'd make that face. And then the verb form is very similar to the noun. It's to make a wry face. So the act of making that face is also called grimacing. Synonym is pained expression, and the antonym is grin. Holocaust is next. Notice that it's lowercase h Holocaust, not capital. Capital H would be the one during World War II where the Nazis were, taking and putting Jews in ghettos and on concentration camps and that kind of thing. But this Holocaust is lowercase. It could be any type of large-scale destruction, as it says, especially by a fire. So you see that large fire right there. It is a noun, and the first syllable is accented. Synonym is conflagration, and the antonym is deluge, which just means a large flood. Next word is impervious, and I have Superman there. He is impervious to pain. It's an adjective. It's the second syllable is accented, and it means not affected or hurt by. Not affected or hurt by. So the synonym is impenetrable, and the antonym is permeable. Okay, cannot be hurt. Impetus is next, and this was a tough picture to try to come up with. An impetus is a noun. The first syllable is accented. It is a moving force, impulse, or stimulus. So if this iron was plugged in, if this iron is hot, this little girl, the impetus to move her fingers away from it would be that hot iron. Okay, the pain that she would feel by touching that. That would be the thing that was moving her, is the impulse to move it away. Okay, and that's the synonym, which is impulse. Antonym is constraint. On to the next page. Jeopardy is next, and again, we're not talking about the Jeopardy, the game show, comes on at night. We're talking about it just meaning danger. Okay, so to put someone's life in jeopardy would be to get behind the wheel of a car if you have been drinking. Okay, so that would be jeopardy. It's a noun. First syllable is accented. The synonym is risk, and the antonym safety. Moving right along, meticulous is next. Meticulous is an adjective. The second syllable is accented. It means particular about the details. And it takes someone, this person is a bricklayer or doing some sort of landscaping maybe, where they're doing a walkway with stone, and they have to be really meticulous to keep that pattern the way it is. If they get lazy, then it becomes kind of like sort of a mess. Okay, so they're really particular about the details. Synonym is fussy. Antonym is careless. Nostalgia is next, and I chose this picture for you guys because I think you probably have a little nostalgia when you think about SpongeBob. It's a noun. Second syllable is accented. It is a longing for something past. I don't know if this is still on TV at all anymore anytime, but if it wasn't and you were having this urge to see it again, this longing, that would be nostalgia. Okay? There's no synonyms or antonyms for this word, so you're good on that. Quintessence is the next word. It's a noun. Second syllable is accented, and it's the purest essence or form of something, or the most typical example. So I chose two typical actors. If you say the word actor, first person that may pop in your head might be Tom Hanks. It might be Denzel Washington. It could be someone else, but that's probably the two of the most famous actors in the world today. So they would be the best example of an actor. The synonym is exemplar, which kind of looks like the word example. Retrogress is next. Please notice I have an arrow going from the right to the left. It's kind of hard to see, but retrogress, it's a verb. The third syllable is accented, and it means to move backward or return to an earlier condition. So I found this image here of all the different things that music has been put on. So we have a record, you have an 8-track player, in case you didn't know what that second thing was, a cassette tape. It looks like a CD, the next thing, and I don't know what 1991 is. Is that some sort of some sort of disc or something? I have no idea. And then they have the MP3 player. Okay, finally at the end. If you were to go backwards, say MP3s no longer existed, and you went back to a record, then that would be retrogressing. If you had some sort of disease and you were getting worse after you'd already gotten better, that would be retrogressing as well. The synonym is to revert. Antonym is progress. Scrutinize is next. That's a verb. First syllable is accented. It means to examine closely. So this young boy is scrutinizing the butterfly with his magnifying glass. Synonym is to inspect. Antonym is to scan. And finally, the last word is tepid. That is an adjective. The first syllable is accented, and it means lukewarm or unenthusiastic. She just looks kind of bored. She could care less really if she was there or not. So that's kind of what it is. Maybe, hopefully, you don't feel that way in school, but maybe you do. The synonym for tepid is insipid, And the antonym is enthusiastic. All right, so go get enthusiastic and study for your vocab test.